Milky Way Wishes. This is their final game, and what's really cool about it is that you can't really lose your power anymore. Once you get to this point, it's not hard to finish the game. The first planet you're going to go to is Sky High, because this is where Jet is. And Jet is pretty much going to carry you throughout the entire section, just as it has throughout the rest of the game. You're going to get a double star there, shoot it at those guys, inhale that star, and then you can either just get hit by the bird, or you can sort of finish your food up here. Either way, it's about the same speed. Then you want to get into the area. And I'm going to show what to do in a bad situation. So, sometimes you might find that you can't get in, really. Like if you're here, you just don't have enough momentum. If you want to get in, you just go to the right a little bit, and you'll get enough momentum to go up. So exiting this room, you're just going to hold right, use the little cloud as a reference to when to start your jump, and you're just going to string to the end. The pattern for this is right, right, middle. Just like that. With Kracko, you're going to hit him with the blue balls, and just do some jet strings inside of him because you can. You have invulnerability. And that is the end of Sky High. Up next is Hoppy, and it's one of the hardest stages in the game. You're going to have to be doing jet strings throughout tight corridors that are surrounded by lava. You're going to be using your full charge jet invulnerability to just sit on top of lava, jump off it immediately. And you also have to do it all very quickly, otherwise things are going to get off cycle. So you start off with a charge, slide off, full charge through, and then you're going to just do a jet string over to the safe zone. After that, you jump up, semi-charge, and then jump and press Y to enter the cannon. Hold B, turn to the right, semi-charge to kill that guy, pick up the candy, and enter the door. You're going to want to stay on the ground as much as you can here to get your full invincibility speed. And what I'm going to do when invincibility runs out is do a dash jet to kill this guy, and then a grounded jet hit to go through and kill that block. So in this room, you spawn about here, and you can just press Y immediately as you enter to go down here, start charging, slide off, use your charge, just tap to get on that platform, semi-charge above, and then get into the cannons. And there's only 2 cannons you have to press Y on. And up next is Chameleon. Just charge on over to him, and he's got 2 different patterns, each with their own different strats to kill him. That's how you do that one. And here's how you do the other pattern. Similar to the Fatty Whale pattern, you're going to want to hold up on every single jet charge, just so it gives you a little extra height for his jump there, that way you can hit him. The next stage is Mechai, and it's pretty straightforward. You just do good jet positioning with some dash stuff in the air. One thing to note is that you want to start your in-air dash jets at the top of your arc, so that way you can just position yourself correctly. Pick up this candy. So back there, what I did with the Gordos is I just went above the first 2 and then went below the 3rd one. You pretty much just hold right this whole time, go pick up this button, that button, start charging after you slide off, and do that. You're going to take the elevator up to the top left of this room, start charging, and do the mini boss kill. And this will get you plasma. After getting plasma, you go down 1 level, to the right, kill this guy, queue up plasma, and get ready for lobster. What I like to do is 3 balls, and a bunch of helixes, But again, you can just look at the plasma value chart and figure out what works best for you. And it's an extremely fast stage with a lot going on, so I'm just going to skip out on the minor details. I suggest you just copy everything I'm doing. And I will make note of some important stuff, but mainly just copy what I'm doing. So with this fight, after you kill it, you hit him once with the burner and then go past this line here, hold up, and that'll get you on the platform. And that's the fastest way to exit that. You pray that the yo-yo's in a good position there. If you don't really want to leave it up to luck, you can just go down and do a grounded jet string, but it's kind of slow. Slide off. With this fight, you're going to want to hold up when you kill him, and that'll put you right on top of Hammer, and that'll cancel your jet animation for going all the way over here, or just killing him normally. But after you get Hammer, you switch to jet. Don't bump there, but instead just go here, slide off. You're going to use the second tile as your visual cue for when to jet over. And just do a mini boss kill. You alternate a lot between just dash jetting and not dash jetting there. So here, you're going to kill him with plasma. Once again, you can just kill him in the top right. And that's how you do it. Up next is a Koalas. It's pretty easy. You're going to be in water for most of the time, so it's a lot slower paced than the previous stages. But if you just follow my line, you should be good. When you're doing this grounded jet there, you have to make sure not to hold a direction, otherwise you will pick up an enemy. And anytime you pick up an enemy, it's just slow. It completely halts your momentum. You want to enter these air bubbles, I guess. I'm not sure if it saves time, but it's cool. Full charge over. There's a lot of different ways you can get past that Knuckle Joe. That's the way I do it. Aqua boost off there. It's just the one I find easiest. So down, up, up, right, right, and that's how you do it. So Fatty Whale, you can either switch to Plasma, or you can just do it with Jet. Either way's fine. They're both roughly the same time. Just whatever you feel more comfortable doing. And I'm more comfortable with a Jet. The next stage is Floria, and it is the fastest planet. You're just gonna go through the doors and change the seasons so that way you can progress. You're gonna go into the first door twice. You're gonna go into the second door once. And you're gonna go into the third door 3 times. And up next is Twin Woods. Again, you can either use Plasma or Jet. I used Jet. There's about a 5 frame difference between them using Plasma and Jet. Half Moon is the final planet you're going to go to, and it is, in my opinion, the hardest planet to do fast. But with the strats I'm showing, it should be pretty easy to get a fast-ish completion. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you're going to just bolt straight to the top there, and then do 14 baby hits. And that'll get you across everything efficiently without having to risk taking any damage. You're gonna go up to this cart. And enter this room. You're gonna pick up the star. If you want to go really fast in this game, I suggest watching a high level runner's time, because I'm using very safe strats for most of this. Start charging and do a mini boss kill. That grab is actually extremely difficult. I think you have about 5 pixels to do it, so don't get too down on yourself if you miss it. Just switch to plasma and kill the boxer guy. This is how you do the vertical room. And battle windows is the final not boss, or the final boss of a stage, I guess. So you switch to hammer. You just hold up and Y and kill stuff. For this guy, you're gonna double tap to the right and then left immediately, but with your double tap, you're gonna press A. It'll get you a hammer throw. And you want to hit him first with the spin and then the throw, and then he'll die. One thing to note about this fight, which I didn't do, is that you want to switch your powers when text is scrolling on the top here, because it doesn't lose you any time when you're switching powers if there's text scrolling. Then you would have to wait for it anyway, but it keeps going for some reason, even while you're switching. The final part of the game is Nova. You're going to enter with Plasma equipped, which you equipped at the end of Half Moon. And just make sure you don't get hit here. I like to mash by alternating between A, B, and Y. Like so. But you can do whatever you want. After this platform, that little protrusion in the area, you want to go to about here. And you shouldn't get hit by anything. I did because I was off position at the start. But it shouldn't really affect me too much. I should have enough health to do Nova. Nova is scary because there's a chance that he can just take off half of your health with one hit. So I suggest, if you're under half, to just kill yourself here. That way you're safe and you'll save about 20 seconds if you're gonna die anyway. So you kill these guys with this route. Position yourself with the background there, like the top of the heart. Go underneath this one and shoot it down. Next is Marks. So you're gonna do 5 plasma balls at the start, followed by 3 plasma balls and a helix. And you want to get the first 5 shots off pretty quickly, so that way he doesn't have invulnerability frames going into his final phase. Like so. If you really want to get a good tutorial on this guy, I made one, as I did with most of the stuff, and it will be in the description. And that is the end of the game.